Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where off camera I've been experimenting with a few things that we can put together for this down over this way. We've had a major traffic issue in this region for a while, and I want to fix that by upgrading these from 2-lane one-ways, at least on this line, to these 6-lane roads. And I think that will help tremendously. And of course, we've got a bit of a traffic jam right now. This is currently traffic light controlled, it bears noting. And that's just because this is like our single busiest intersection. So that's what we've got right now. We're going to need to take out these streets right here to make this happen. And we're probably going to have to move a few structures here and there to make this happen too. I already moved quite a lot of them. But this whole area is going to have to be taken out and redone to make this happen. This is just too high of traffic here, and we can't handle it. So we're going to have to pull this out. And basically, dead center where this was is where we're going to want to put our fancy new 6-lane road. And I think we will stop that road right where these terminate. So right here is where we want this to be. Something like that. Now, of course, that's a huge mess, and I'm not unpausing like this. So we want to grab our 6-lane road. This is not a one-way road. This is a 2-way road. And I would like to have it start there. But maybe if it starts this way and just goes straight out, like so, straight to right here. Just like that. So there's that new thoroughfare through there. And then over here, we could maybe utilize 2-lane on-ramps. That slope too steep. Okay. What if we were to get rid of this for right now? I do want that back. But then the 6-lane road would go to, say, right here. And then the highway would merge in basically like it was, like that. And then this could also be a section of highway. Take this out. And then a section of highway that goes like that. And then in theory, this would be a 6-lane road that would be right in here. Basically like this, except straight. Which it doesn't want to go straight. I think I actually have to take this section out for now to make this actually fit in here. And it would go right here like this. Probably come in slightly. And then the highways would come like... I don't like that angle. Would come like that. And of course, going this way. Like that. Hypothetically. Okay. Yeah, that could work. Now, we are, of course, going to need some cross-traffic going this way. That's space occupied because we're in curve tool. And there was one spot there. Yep, right there. Fantastic. And this is cross-traffic, but we're going to make this a priority road. Actually, this should be one-ways. Going this way, and this way, and this way, and this way. There we go. Something like this. This goes downward, of course. I'm going to connect it in like this just because that's easier, though, and then flip that. And that goes upward. Just like that. Excellent. This connects in right here and right here. There we go. And it looks like we don't even have to move any structures. Which I'm actually quite surprised to see. Then I guess that can curve in kind of like that. Kind of awkward, but I guess that would do. Okay, now we have to do basically the same thing over here, obviously. And we're going to run into some potential issues in this region. I mean, I suppose for now, we could just simply do this and merge them in like that and see how this cleans up over here, if in fact this does clean anything up. Let's see. If we have an issue with this, the backup should be here, of course, and we need to make Dixon Avenue a priority road like that. I want to check to see what junctions it made, because I really would prefer... Yeah, I would really prefer stop signs here. That, there should be a stop sign here, but I can't quite see it. Oh, it's one way, of course. I'm an idiot. I am a complete and total moron. Okay, do we want traffic lights over in this region? For right now, let's make this uncontrolled and see how this ends up looking. I want this to be completely uncontrolled in this region for now. And we'll evaluate that later on. These should not be stoplights, but in fact should be stop signs all throughout here. Like so. Okay, and then similarly down here, stop signs. Okay. So there's a ton of traffic coming over here, and I think this is happening because they're not pathfinding this as a faster road. Which means that I think we do need to get rid of this portion over here, and I'm noticing that this is unconnected. That's okay, we will deal with that in a bit. I want to take this all out. And extend the 6-lane road over this way. For now, we'll do that as well. We've already got our district set up, so we need to grab this road. Space already occupied in this region. Yep, I'm not hugely surprised by that. Okay. This comes straight in over here. Is that straight? Neither of these are straight. I'm going to get rid of that intersection temporarily so that we can make this come in straight like that. Perfect. And now we'll have to start reconstructing some of these areas. This will, of course, come down like so, and like so. Actually, most of this is good to go. This is a crematorium here that I'm going to move over to this region. And I kind of feel like we bring this in like this. And then this road is unnecessary. There we go. Now a lot of this region somehow is commercial. Let's just unzone that. We'll rezone like so. Okay. This does not need to be commercial. This is industrial. This down here should also be all industrial. So we'll do that. There we go. This one way needs to connect in like that. Fantastic. Now, of course, we need to connect in these roads where possible, like that. That'll just curve into that same intersection. Not exactly curve, kind of angle into that same intersection. Okay. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. And hopefully that will lower the strain on this road here. And it looks like it is. which is pretty fantastic. Although I do want to check on the junction situation here. We do not need all these stoplights. In fact, many of these can be just strictly uncontrolled. There we go. That should make things move a little quicker. Now, one thing I'm thinking about doing over here is changing this highway structure up so that it doesn't come strictly speaking together, but rather it comes in like over here. If we were to bring this like this-ish. Yeah, about like this and about like this, although that's giving space already occupied. Like this, perhaps. Of course, this is going to have to go the other direction. Yeah, I hate it. I actively hate it. Let's see if I can do that a little bit better. Like, bringing it in over here is fine-ish. And then this would come up like that. I mean, I really want this to be one square over. So, like, right here instead. That gives space already occupied. I didn't mean to delete quite that much. Okay, I guess we'll need to extend this road back out to this point. There we go. And I don't know, maybe I should fully rethink how this is set up. What if, hypothetically, this came in like this? I doubt these roads could get in. Although they could, I suppose, curve alongside. Kind of like this. But I also kind of hate this. Maybe it should just be like this. Making almost a roundabout. Let's check the junction status here and see what that did. Okay, that seems fine. I mean, we still have extremely heavy traffic, right? But this will help. No, you can't have a new park. Parks cost money. Money doesn't grow on trees. If you want parks, here's one. Briarwood Park. Start developing it. Perfect. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of backup here. There's no doubt about that.
People ask me where I get my award-winning meat from. It's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter
I'm just wondering what's going on over here. Very little. Okay, so that's not an issue. It's just over here that's an issue. And we do have multiple routes to do this. And in fact, I kind of want to do a little bit of upgrading here. I want to make sure that that's a 2-lane one-way, and then I want to do something like that. Is that a 2-lane one-way? Yes, it is. Just to streamline this area a little bit.
I have the best job in the world. I get to sit in a studio for hours and hours listening to my favorite music and talking to people that almost never talk back. There's a window into another room where Alex sits.
So yeah, this is...
Hi, Alex. Alex says his microphone
not exactly working.
Fine. I'll just talk to you listeners after the song.
Why are these guys stopping?
If you want
Is this a stop sign?
You have got to go big. That's why our cameras are the biggest on the market.
No.
Our shutters the loudest. Our lenses the longest. Cameras aren't paperweights.
Not sure why this is stopping.
Tools used to create. In fact, the most valuable camera He's the one that you're afraid to take outside.
Maybe just waiting for pedestrians?
Only the best.
This is
Maybe.
Steve's video. I'm L. You know, like the letter.
But it seems to be the people that are trying to go southbound and then westbound that's causing the backup here. So we might want to streamline this process a little bit. What if we took out this section of road, took out this connection here, and instead we built almost an off-ramp here? Like, actually, now that I think about it, we would want this to still be here. But we also built a, like, almost bypass over here with, like, a 2-lane. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. With, like, a 2-lane coming from here and then just merging in over this way. Kind of like that. Does that help? I feel like that helps. What is the junction status here? Oh, traffic lights. Get rid of those. For right now, I want this to remain uncontrolled. So I mean, this bypass is being used pretty heavily. Not everyone is using it, but it is getting used. And traffic over here is flowing reasonably well, I feel like. We do have a backup over here, and I kind of want to do something similar, but if we do, we're going to have to get rid of this snow dump. Although, I kind of want to see what would happen if we reconnected that. Okay. We're gonna have to move this snow dump for sure. And the question is where? I'm feeling over here, perhaps? Space already occupied. Maybe here. And then we would get rid of this section, and we put in another bit of a bypass, something like this. That slope too steep. That's okay. I kind of don't like this anyway. I like how this is being almost entirely unutilized now, but this over in this region has cleared up, and I'm very glad to see that. I do want to check the junction status over here. Okay, it did not put any traffic lights in. It might be a good idea to have a road maintenance depot right down here. There is one there. Yeah, I know about abandoned buildings. Thanks, game. I'll put one right here, just to make sure that this area gets well maintained. I feel like this is cleaning up. This forces people merging in here to utilize these outside lanes a little bit. Yeah, I really feel like this is cleaning up. Oh, it definitely is cleaning up. This did the trick. I'm actually shocked. It was these bypasses that we needed. Essentially, it forces them to hop in some of these unutilized lanes. I like it. We do have a little bit of commercial demand, so let's move on from the roads for a moment here and put in a small amount of commercial over this way. And actually, my angling wasn't quite right there. There we go. Double check water. Seems fine. Fantastic. How goes our development of Primrose District? Well, I mean, it's going okay, I guess. It's slowly developing over there. Similarly, Briar Rose Heights is slowly developing. Too few services. What services are they talking about here? I don't know what services they are meaning by too few services. We also have a small power issue over here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm reasonably content with this. I think this turned out quite well. Like, it looks kind of weird, but actually it also looks kind of cool in a weird sort of way. Like, I kind of like the design aesthetically, and functionally, it seems to work just great. Seems to have cleaned this area right up. Either that or it redirected them to another area that we don't like. It's not over here. Okay. I mean, there's definitely a backup over here at this point. Maybe we should make something similar to this. That could be... Yeah, we could do that. We definitely could. We'd have to modify it, of course, because there's this cross highway here. Of course, we've still got this backing up a little. Although I kind of want to think about upgrading these to, like, 4-lane one-ways. Like that. And I think that probably put some traffic lights in, didn't it? Yes, it did. We'll get rid of those for now. Okay. So traffic here is a little touch and go, to be sure. There's a pretty big backup over there. I mean, the entire point of this is having the multiple bypasses. But everybody's already in this lane, which makes things kind of difficult. But this is something that we may have to think about another time. This here, I feel like we can probably replicate this. Or something similar to this, is my guess. But that is definitely something for next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.